Hi guys, Retro Tech Ralph here. Right, I'm gonna do a... Right, here's the history to this. This is one of my birthday presents I got from a partner. The problem with it is, I've already done a video for this, but I've not published it yet. I'm thinking the whole thing was a complete disaster. Because I had the box which transferred, right, I've done the PlayStation Classic video, that should already be done and online before I publish this one. I have a box which transfers the HDMI signal into a composite cable and then put into the TV. Now if you notice, there's a black line on here. This is a new TV. So this has HDMI. This was put through that box and it didn't actually work. Well, it did on when it was showing the menu, when I tinkered a little bit, turn off and on sort of thing, which kind of confused it, but it wouldn't actually play this. So here's part 2. Well, here's version 2, should we say. So let's see if this works on this television. I'm going to try a different approach because this is a lot bigger TV. It's can't show you, it's that big. It's 32-inch screen, which just perfectly fits on this desk for what I need. And I'm going to have to do, I can't tilt the camera down anymore to show you what's on the screen because it's just too big. So I'm going to set up with a new tripod and show you the screen differently. No video capture as usual. I don't think I really like doing video capture. It's a pain in the arse. Right, so Atari Flashback 9. Now I've already done a review on the Flashback 3, which is on the shelf up here. So we'll do a direct compare. I can't remember what I did last time for the first version of this video, so we'll just run it from whatever. So the Flashback 3, I don't know, about 60 games on here, 50 games, AV out, composite, power in, done. Nothing special, nothing fancy, nothing whatever. It's quite good really. Just plug and play. This version is HDMI, wide controllers, save and resume, rewind games. But the reason why I wanted this is because it's got an SD card slot on it. So you can put more games. So you have 110 that come with the game, with the Flashback. I'm going to show on there, the box. App games, 15 plus. You have to have 15 to play this? Wow. On the back here, we've got quite a few games which are showing. You just see on the bottom here, and many more. But let's go across and show you what they are. Asteroid Deluxe. I don't know. There is actually original Asteroid as well on here. Lots and lots of lovely games. Frog Pond? Oh, frogging? Excellent. Space Invaders as well. See, sadly it's always missing Pac-Man. Always. They'll never put it on because of copyright reasons anyway. So those are a few of what's on there. So let's get this open. No packaging. Straight away into the instructions manual. Big poster. Basically tell you joysticks in the front, power, start button. Will just tell you on there anyway. Difficulty for left and right, and the select button. And number 8 is where the SD card is. So basic instructions, very easy to use anyway. Full game list on there. If you want to have a look at that, if you want to pause the video and see what's on, there you go. For those who didn't pause, let's get on with this and let's have a play. So looking at it, it's exactly the same as the number 3. Exactly. Apart from, you've got a power light now. Apart from, it says Flashback. That's number 3. And apart from on the back, they're both the right way around. They've moved around now, the power supply, because you use a USB power supply with a micro socket. And there's a HDMI socket on there. no such thing on here. But the SD card is what's on the right hand side. So very much similar, if not exactly the same. 2 wired controllers, which is good to have. Nice clicky, nice feel. But also showing you player 1 on this one, because you've got controls on there anyway. Rewind button as well. Second one looks like a standard old Atari controller. And a power supply. Done. Happy. So let's get this rigged up and see if we can get something playing on this TV. Right, we're all set up now. Flashback's here, I'm over here. Hi. So, power on. Let's see if she works. Right, it's coming over in 720, that games is on. You can see me in the reflection of the TV. Hi. There we go. Now that works a lot better than what it did in the first video. Right, I've got the controller here. Going left, right. That's annoying. So you got it, Asteroid Deluxe. Cool. Let's try pressing fire. Fire to play the game. It's very easy to use. Nothing to it. Get you in just on the screen here instead. Get that cable on top as well. Part of the setup. Right, so we have in the back of here. So have a look, menu, select start. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't last long. Wow. Oh! Well, that's not easy. It's not fair either. Damn it. Okay, let's try a different level. Maybe select for different levels. Okay, so I've pressed the menu button on here. Let's come up with save slots, resume game, quit, scanline filter. Oh, it puts the lines on it. Resume game. That looks yeah, I don't like that. Right. No, I won't be having scanline filters on. Prefer it being more solid. It's flashing anyway, it's just flickering quite a lot, but I think that's down to the probably I don't think a TV, but it's only shown in lines anyway. It's not fully widescreen. I can fiddle with the TV, no problem, but that's in normal mode, but that's coming in full widescreen. So yeah, where's back on this? Oh no. So I had to go back, go to the menu, right. Okay, so we've got all the games there. Well, that's kind of annoying. Let's turn music. Hoping to turn the bip off. We'll turn the backgrounds off as well, that's quite good. Paddle games. Now, what I want to do is over there I actually got a set of paddles for the other Atari. I want to see if it actually works. Give me a second. I'm going to get the paddles and obviously see if it's compatible with this. Which I don't know whether it is or not. Right, I've got my paddles in. Original standard paddles. Bit chipped in the corner, but that's fine. The paddles do seem to work left and right. I am in a game, but I can't... Fire doesn't do anything. This is Demons to Diamonds. It's a bit weird. I'm not quite sure if it's working or if it's not. So you still can't play paddle games then. Try the other one. The other. That was the top one at least. So they do work. There's not full range, not fully round. This is that little bit of range there. There's not much range on this. But again, it doesn't work. Let's plug in number 2. Let's try again. Let's try swapping these round again. Paddle 1. Doesn't work in set number 2. This is a shame if it doesn't work. This is just... These aren't compatible at all. So original controllers aren't compatible with the paddle games. It's a bloody nuisance. Right, so go to menu, quick game. The Atari games are on the left. Alphabetical is all the whole lot of them. What's it? Asteroid Deluxe. I love Asteroids as a game. So let's see what Asteroid Deluxe is. Oh my god. So it's similar to the arcade game then. Okay, start. Oh, it's a shield. Ah! Remember to get to the middle when you restart a level. Uh-oh. Ah. So it's very much on the theme of the original Asteroids. It's kind of a little bit of a weirded out bit on it, but it's fine. No problem at all. Right, what I'm going to do, this works fine. This works perfectly well with that television. So a big thumbs up to the guy on Facebook who sold it me. Didn't get it for free, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do, tidy up on here, get this camera set back up there, which is exactly here, and let's strip it down, shall we? Let's have a look at its inside. Let's invalidate the warranty, shall we? Right, we're back on the stand, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut in the teardown of this, because I've already teared this down already anyway, but I'm going to cut in the teardown from the original video I was going to do. I'll try and see if I can put a decent one between the both anyway, so it saves me taking it to pieces just now. So here's a flashback to the other video, so you can see this thing and this actually. I compared them side by side to see what they look like. Let's get back onto what we're doing anyway. Let's get inside this and have a look. Plugs out, everything off. Now if I remember this rightly, here I've got 5 screws and there's one possibly behind there. So let's get on with these small, there are small screws on here. I'm a little bit annoyed actually. Is there something wrong with this, or is it just me with my setup? I do need to get some sort of better setup. Yes, I want to say the TV's, it struggled the other day on the Xbox 360 when I actually tested the HDMI to AVI. When I actually set up the Xbox 360 on my television to 1080p, it didn't like it. It only liked 1080i. A good picture with 1080i. Right, please tell me I'm going to take that centre one out. Yeah, I think we do. Well, bang goes the warranty anyway on this, I think. Hope that's not very far down, otherwise I'll have a problem. Yeah. Problem with the screwdriver set. There it is. There it So 5 screws holds it all in. Take off the back. Okay, so the back's got nothing on there anyway. Everything's on the front, so you've got the controller ports on there with the ribbon cable. Not exactly it comes to the sides, it's twisted, same as what I did with the Go-Tag, but it's just a small, tiny little board, isn't it? There's nothing to it. I wonder if, really, what was in here? Is it similar from 3 to 9? Let's have a look. Right, and the answer to that is no, it's completely different. Right, whereas that's fully loaded, there's a... Why is there a button there? Get you in a little better. There you go. So between the 3 and the 5, power supply is there instead of the power supply is now on board. The board is now being moved into the top corner. This cable on here looks so flimsy, it's ridiculous. Needs some proper strain relief on that. There's nothing. There's just what's up here. That'll squash against that, should be okay. So yeah, these are completely different machines. The bar at the back, that's still there, but it's completely different again. Take that piece of tape off. It's not helping anything. Resistor, ribbon cables instead of using cables. So they've definitely made it better. But the problem is, there's no way I can see if upgrading this is a flash chip, which is probably one here, that one probably memory, and then it all goes in the ST, more memory down here possibly, and then having the controllers, instead of being on board, which could have been down here, it's now separate, which is very strange. I don't like that kink in the cable. You've got space to get away with it, I suppose, but yeah. There's no point me taking these screws out on here for the board, look underneath it, there's little, if anything, underneath there. No. Look at your torch, but I think I haven't got one. Yeah, there's nothing actually inside there, if you can have a look down here. Just everything's on top of the board. I can feel maybe a couple of resistors and something. Nothing major to worry about. So I mean, yeah, I can do stuff with this. That's not a problem. It's a nice touch that they've done a gold port there, which kind of looks like it's just been dipped in ink. I wouldn't say that's an actual gold. I'd say that's going to be, that'll be able to scrape off pretty easily. Chip names there, if anybody gets close enough in. That one around. And yeah, lots of little memory chips. Still wondering why, because that is a button. Different to the ones that are on the board. These are just your standard type buttons, and that's push in, hold button. But there, on this corner of the board there, I wonder what that does. Possible full reset. There's my fingerprint. Excuse me. Yeah. How to disassemble and compare between a 3 and a 9. It's completely different. Even down to the very extra plastic on the case to hold in this board instead of putting the board down here on all of these screw holes. There's a million different screw holes on here. See, on this one, all this is attached there. These two do nothing. Whereas they're still there, and there. Well, that goes into the screw in there, isn't it? So there is the only screw holes. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it's different. So we will be looking at this in future. Check it out and faff and fettle. So we can't. I wonder if. Now, I was going to suggest maybe when these are together that button gets pressed, but there is nothing. Kind of maybe there. No, there's nothing at all. There's not a thing. So let me pull all these back together again. Make sure she works. Well, make sure it lights up before I put it on a better television. And then... Why did I get that wrong way around twice? Ooh, what have I done wrong there? Why is that not? Why is that? Whoa. Like that. That don't make no sense. So I've definitely not got the wrong lid and bottom because they're different. Okay, let me put this back together without you staring at me and get these working and back together again and working. Thank you. And there you have it, back together again. The screen's back on. If I unplug the HDMI from the input of this and then plug it back in again, for some reason it works. So I can't get it to stay on when it's on a game, which is a shame. So something as simple as asteroids. Let's see if this cocks up. Yeah, it won't come on. It keeps going on with the test card bit. It won't turn off from there. Nothing. Yeah, well that's a shame it doesn't work through this. I'll have to work a better solution than this, because that really doesn't go well. So I'm going to go back onto Amazon, see what I can find, and hopefully by the time you see this I'll have got something better to use, or maybe even just fork out a few, I don't know, something for a cheap television, stick in here and get it working properly. So there we go. If there's little bits there that didn't really make sense, then I'm an idiot and I can't edit videos together right. But if it did, then brilliant. It saves me taking this thing to pieces again. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the look outside and inside of the Atari Flashback 9 with the SD card slot. I'll be doing more with this in the future, putting more games on this. I have got the Uno cart still anyway, so I can play with any 2600 or 7800. So quite easy to use with the SD card with all the games on it. But we can do more on this anyway. So again, hope you liked it. Took to pieces both of them, and thanks for watching. Hopefully it's gives you some ideas. Hopefully this gives you to go out and buy one of these if you're interested in one. I'm not selling them obviously because I'm just me, but if you do, they're out there. There's plenty out there, different versions, but the 9 is one I'd recommend having because it's got the SD card slot on it. It's got the most games. There are ones with more games, 140 on one of them, but this gives you the option to add more games to this if you want. So with that in mind, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, follow me on social media, the links are all below. Consider being a Patreon, consider giving me a little bit of a tip in the tip jar. So all links, like I said, below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. What's Tempest? Let's have a try. Now, so let's click back into the test signal for the Mini, the HDMI Mini. It doesn't like this, does it? I'll unplug it, plug it back in again. It definitely doesn't enjoy the games. So I turn it into NTSC mode, doesn't do any difference whatsoever. It doesn't like to play.